What's up guys? Back at it with another video about Ark. It's a great game that we all love and know. Ark Ascended has just come out, obviously, and you've seen the title. This is a resource guide basically on just every resource, because a lot of people coming from Ark Survival Evolved or just haven't ever played Ark Survival Evolved, maybe they don't know where the resources on this map are, or maybe they've just never bothered to play this map. Because I know I haven't. This map, honestly, like, the only time I've ever played it is when it first came out on Ark Survival Evolved, or when the game first came out, so I thought I'd just give people a quick guide on where the main resources are on this map, because it can be quite hard to find. It's not as easy as maps like Genesis 2 or something like Ragnarok. Those are pretty simple maps, but this map, I don't know, it's the only map we got, and a lot of people don't really know it, so I thought I'd just give this guide. We'll only be going over the main resources, so not like wood or stone or thatch. That's just the trees and the rocks just down there. Pretty simple stuff, that is, so I'm not going to go over it. But I will be starting off with metal. So obviously we have mountains. Basically, this is where you want to be going for metal. So we got how many metal? We got 1, 2, 3. Let's check the map. We got 2 snow mountains, we got the volcano, 2 north mountains, Redwoods Mountain, and then a few small mountains in the south. Now those are your main spots for metal. So if you're living north, let's say you're living on Kano Island over here, or anywhere near here. Now if you want a lot of metal, I recommend you either go to this mountain or the volcano for your main metal runs. But if you don't want to go that far and you just need a little bit, and you live closer to here, there is quite a bit of metal over here. Now they have changed the color of the metal nodes, and this one right here is a metal node. This is what you're going to be looking for if you need metal. Now obviously in Ark Survival Evolved they used to be gold for rich metal nodes, and then they kind of had this color for the normal metal nodes, but this is just what all of them look like now. Rich metal nodes have more of a circular shape, but you're not really going to be able to tell. But anyway, as you can see, metal node right there, top of the mountain. Not just the top though. So you're going to find metal nodes down here as well. So that's just the same on like every mountain. Titanosaur just spawned. Same stuff over this one. This one just has a bit more metal. See, there's some there. This is where I like to go. Some here. Some here. All over this mountain, everywhere. Now for the snow mountain, this is going to be a lot harder to find metal nodes, because as you can see, every single rock has snow all over it. But this is what a metal node looks like in the snow, and to be honest, to me, it just looks like a normal rock. They look the same, but they are a little bit different. So if you can tell what the metal nodes look like in the snow, this might be a good option for you, especially if you live in the snow, of course. These did used to have a lot of metal nodes in Ark Evolved, but they did nerf it, so they have a lot less now in this game. So yeah, but I reckon the best place in the entire game for metal at the moment is easily the volcano. If we come up here, as you can see, we have Obsidian, a tech foundation, as you can see. That I was doing some testing up here before, but you got metal everywhere, Obsidian. And then you got so much crystal down here, but we'll get to that later. We're just doing metal for now. Metal here, metal down here, metal here. Just come along this walkway and you'll find a bunch of metal all over this mountain. Just metal everywhere. Metal, metal, metal. It's everywhere on the volcano. If you do live in the south side of the map, you are not doomed. You have the Redwoods Mountain, which is pretty decent. Same sort of stuff. I don't want to go over it 100 times. But there's metal all over every mountain. Alright? But number 1, volcano. Number 2, probably that mountain. And then all the other mountains are pretty decent too. But the further south you go, the less metal there is. That's kind of just how it is, because there's no mountains down here really. You have a few small ones. Let me try and find one. Like this one. There's a few metal nodes there, but it's really not much. If you live in the south, there won't be a lot of metal. And there are metal nodes scattered around the map as well. I believe there's some on Herbivore Island. Let me just go find it. Come around here. There should be metal nodes. No? Oh no, there is. Yep, there's one. One? No, there used to be heaps more. Yeah, there's a few here. Another one. Another one. Yeah, there's a few on Herbivore Island. By the way, quartz for the mountain. So we got the north, Snow Mountain, 22.1, 53.6. Then we got the Blue Orb Mountain, top left up here. And then we have the volcano, which is just central of the map. This is why it's great as well, because no matter where you live, it'll always kind of be close, unless you're like bottom right. And then we have this good mountain over here. This is the other one that I said was good. Right over here. And then we have this mountain, which is kind of average, but it's still an alright mountain. Right here. And then we of course have the Redwoods Mountain, which is dead center of the map, pretty much. Around dead center of the map, around 50-50. Let's see. Yeah, 55-50. Right here is Redwoods Mountain. So yeah, that's just all the mountain locations, just in case you didn't know. I'll go find one in the south as well for you. Just for anyone that lives in the south, here we go. I think this might be the best south mountain. Right here at 65-60. Right next to Green Hub. There are a few more though, like this one. I'll just show you really quick. This one right here. 75-48. And yeah, it's pretty much all the ways to get metal. Anyway, moving on, we're going to moving on to Silica Pearls. Alright, so here we are. This is our Silica Pearl spot. So this is the best way I've found to get Silica Pearls. This is the route that I would take. If you want a lot of Silica Pearls, you're going to need to get an angler, which will spawn deep down in the ocean to tame. So yeah, if you get an angler, that will give you a lot more pearls. But basically, we're just going to start off here. As you can see, I've even got a marker on my map saying angler, because that's where I kept my angler, because this is where I start my run. But it's basically, if we go to around 1345, see this little outcrop here of the snow. We're basically going to want to start around this pillar here. And Silica Pearls are a lot harder to find in this game, because they look a lot different. They're not as shiny. Now there are ways you can make it look shinier, but I'm not going to go over that. But here's a Silica Pearl, right here. Well, pick it up, Silica Pearl. Now, I can't show you every Silica Pearl spot, because that would take way too long, and to be honest, I don't really exactly know where every Silica Pearl is around here. But if you just go around here, you'll find Silica Pearls. Now, there's not a lot here to start, but if you keep going around, you're probably going to miss a lot, to be honest. Here's another one. And then if you come up here, there's another one. There's also trilobites as well if you want to kill those for Silica Pearls, but if you need a lot, I wouldn't recommend that. But if you just need a couple, just find a trilobite. They spawn on the beach everywhere. But once you hit the snow, well not once you hit the snow, you're obviously in the snow, but once you actually hit this snow wall right here, it stops. There's not going to be any there. So it starts again when you get to about here. So you'll see how it goes in, and then there's a cave there actually. But this is where there's more Silica Pearls again. So if you see how the ice kind of comes like, I don't know, around, making this sort of shape, and then goes a bit underwater, it's going to be on the little, yeah, like this. It's going to be around here. As you can see, 1, 2, and it's going to be on top of the ice. I actually believe there's some here, yeah. 1. You obviously can't get these ones with an angler because they're on top of the ice, but there should be 3 here. Yep, 3. So yeah, you just want to come around here. And then I believe once you've got those 4, I believe there's only 4 on top. It stops again until you come all the way around. All the way around. Keep going around. Just all the way around the map. And then it should start again around here once you hit normal, like, rocky biome area. See another one. Now this is where you used to get pearls in Ark Survival Evolved on this map. This is where there used to be a lot. They did nerf it, so there is a lot less. But if you just come around here, And just look around here. Another one. Another one. And I have skipped past quite a lot. Another one. Another one. Now there used to be a lot in here. Feel free to look in here. But I haven't found a lot right here. There used to be a lot more in Ark Survival Evolved, but I'm pretty sure they nerfed it quite a bit. I did just go past one, and there's one right here though. God, they're so hard to find. And then if you come up here, there's a few ones. And these stupid small rocks are like Silica Pearls. Is that? No, that's a rock. I think I've just gone past a few. Another one. Another one. And then if you come up here, just run along here. There should be a few. Yep, another one. Another one. Yeah, they reduced the amount of Silica Pearls that spawn here, which I don't know why, considering this map is so hard to get Silica Pearls already. But anyway, that's the run that I usually do, just around the map there. But there is another way. So if you come, so there's 12 underwater caves on this map. I'm not going to go through all of them, I'm just going to show one, but they do have Silica Pearls in them. And they do have a decent amount at 1610 or 15.9, 10.3. And there's 12 of these around the map. 4 are large, 4 are small, and 4 medium. Now this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at this. There's a lot here. But you can't use an anglerfish. So if you don't have an anglerfish yet, I suggest you go to one of these. There'll usually be around 10 to 20 Silica Pearl spawns in each cave, depending on if it's small or large or medium. But yeah, that's it for Silica Pearls. Another way you can get them is beaver dams, but that's not going to give you a lot. So anyway, that's about it for Silica Pearls, underwater caves, and also that route. And there is a lot more on the map, but that's just the way I do it. So next we're going to be moving on to cementing paste. Alright, so with cementing paste, we have 3 ways we can get it. Now we can farm beaver dams, we can craft it, or we can farm it using a frog. So, first way, crafting it. 4 keratin or chitin and 8 stone. Now if you use that in a chem bench, that's going to give you 6 paste, 32 stone and 24 chitin. It's not the best way, but if you have an excessive amount of stone and chitin, or you just need a little bit of cementing paste, then this is a fine way to get it. Honestly, if you have a bunch of chemistry benches and you're making a lot of cementing paste and you're getting a lot of stone and chitin, this is probably the best way to make mass amounts of paste, maybe. Another way you can do it is by getting beaver dams, which is the main way that I'm going to be showing in this video. As you can see, beaver dams, they're going to give you a lot of wood, Silica Pearls, rare mushrooms, rare flowers, and some cementing paste. However, they're not going to be very happy about you taking their entire home. So watch out for these guys, because they're the ones that made it, and you're just going to take it. And they're not happy about that. So don't die to them, guys. But yeah, I'm in Oasis right now, which is at 22.5, 69.3, top right of the map. There's usually going to be a couple beaver dams around here, but in the new Ark Survival Ascended, they have decided that there needs to be a tree or plant every 0.5 square inches. So good luck finding a beaver dam in here, but it can be spawning anywhere just like in this. So you see how it's like a crater sort of. Anywhere in this like crater area, there could be beaver dams. 1 or 2, maybe even 3 if you're lucky. So beaver dams can spawn here. Now this is at 48.5, 63.5, just a little intersection between black sands and the redwoods and the swamp, 3-way intersection. So if you go here, you might find a few beaver dams spot, but the other main spot is right here at 82, 58.7, just in this little intersection next to Stonehenge, which is over there. This is at south 2, I believe, if I got my south zone correct. As you can see, 2 more beavers. Here we go. We got the swamp cave. Now this is at 62.6, 37.1 in the redwoods. It is quite dangerous. Now if you go in here, you will need a gas mask, because otherwise you're going to take damage. Which I won't show because I'm in creative mode, but you do need a gas mask to come in here, otherwise you will take 30 damage every couple of seconds. Now if you come in here and have your game crash, you will need a frog and a gas mask if you want to get cementing paste. Now a frog can fit, but if you don't know, frogs when they kill an insect will give you cementing paste. So you don't even have to go to Swamp Cave. If you find some insects and you have a frog, you can kill them for paste and it will just instantly turn into paste when you kill it. But if you want a lot, come in here with a gas mask and a frog, and you see these mega neuras? Each one of these will give you some paste, depending on what rates you're on, but unofficially it'll maybe give you about 10 per mega neura. So basically, if you come in here with a frog, hit a few. This is on 1 times rates, by the way. Just so you know. Hit the bugs. Pretty simple. Going to be moving on now to crystal and obsidian. Now for crystal and obsidian, the best way, if you need a lot, is undoubtedly volcano. There is obsidian up there, up here, all around here. Now crystal, if you ever need crystal, come here. You will never need crystal again in your life. Now I don't want this video to take forever, so I'm just going to show that spot for crystal, because this is the only spot you need for crystal. Now there is crystal on every mountain, just like metal. Metal and crystal spawn on top of each other pretty much, but crystal is always going to be at the very top of the mountain. So if you need crystal, top of any mountain, including the south zone ones. And obsidian, volcano, 100%, just go to volcano. That is the best way to get obsidian and crystal by far. And if you need the coordinates, volcano is at 42.5, 39.2. Tallest mountain in the game. You cannot miss it. It's in the middle of the map just about. I've just died to the death barrier. Wow. Okay. So, next up we got polymer. Now there are 2 types of polymer. We have hard polymer and soft polymer. Hard polymer will not spoil and you can keep it forever, and hard polymer can be made with 2 obsidian and 2 cementing paste. So as we've already been over cementing paste and obsidian, you know how to get both of those, and you can get a lot of those. And if you just make polymer in a fabricator, it won't spoil and it'll stay there forever until you use it. And that is the best way to get mass polymer, I suppose, if you want to keep it. However, organic polymer is much easier to get. Now if you come over to icebergs such as these ones or those ones, any iceberg, and even here, and just along these ledges, like edges of snow around here, you will find penguins. Now I don't know what is going on with my server right now, with single player, but there is not a lot. But you should find quite a few. As you can see, there's a few on this iceberg. Now the best way to get polymer, obviously, is to kill it. I'm just going to take him over here so you can see. Now the best way is to use a club. A sword is also good, but the club is the best way on your person, like without a dino, to get organic polymer. See, I got 10, this is on 1 times rates, and as you can see it spoils in half an hour, as you can see. Hard polymer doesn't spoil, and this one does. That's why it's a bit worse, and it also only stacks to 20, so that it does spoil like a lot faster. Obviously if it stacked to 1,000, only 1 would spoil at a time, and it wouldn't really matter, but yeah. Don't eat it, you will just instantly die. Well, you'll lose 500 health, so you'll probably instantly die. But yeah, anyway. Next we're going to be moving on to oil. Alrighty, so here we are at an oil node. Now as you can see, they are very different in this game. Now you're going to find oil up in the snow, just around the iceberg. Same sort of spots as the penguins actually. So if you're looking for organic polymer and oil, same spots really. Now these are what the oil nodes look like now. So you just want to come over here with a pickaxe or an anklo. And yeah, they just basically spawn exact same spots as penguins really. Just all along the snow on these outskirts bits. Right here, that's all oil right there. Ignore this, I was just doing some testing. Some oil there. But yeah, if you just come along the outside of the snow, basically just the top left of the snow, on these icebergs and outskirts where the Silica Pearls and where the penguins spawn, is where you're going to get oil. Alrighty, so another resource that we're going to need in this game, if you're at the higher end, is black pearls. Now black pearls on this map, oh, it's terrible. It's not at all a good thing to get a high quantity of. It is very hard. There's only 5 different ways, and that is trilobites, ammonites, tusos, alpha tusos, and alpha mosasaurs. Now I believe that is every single way you can get black pearls on this map. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. But trilobites, we're just going to go over them. Alright, so everything I just mentioned, trilobites, ammonites, tusos, alpha tusos, and alpha mosas, you all get black pearls from killing them. That is the way that you get black pearls on this map. You need to kill any of those 5. There we go. As you can see, we got 1 black pearl. 1 single black pearl. I think that took 7 trilobites. So if you want black pearls, yeah, I do not recommend that. Unless you're on a really boosted server. There it is. Down here, bottom of the ocean, 53.7, 10.2. Come in here, and you're going to be looking for ammonite and trilobites, if you really want trilobites. Ammonites and these guys, there you go. These guys give you black pearls. If I can kill it. Okay. And the megalodon. And see, I got a black pearl already. That's a lot better than the trilobite, which took me 7 trilobites to get 1 black pearl. But basically, if you just go through this cave, you'll find a bunch of ammonites just all over the place. And if you kill those guys, they'll drop black pearls. You will get the ammonite bile on you, which makes everything very hostile to you, but if you're going in this cave, you're going to need a strong underwater tame. I do recommend a basilo or a squid. Squids are the best at harvesting black pearls, so if you have a squid, that would be useful, but just watch out for the jellyfish and the eels. Maybe use a squid and a basilo, because basilos are immune. But anyway, that's basically every resource you'll need. Element, of course, the only way to get element on this game is boss fights at the moment. So that's basically every advanced resource that you'll need in this entire game. So hopefully this has been helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Obviously there is a lot more places to get these resources, but these are the main ones I use. And these are the ones that I do survive with, and they do me pretty well. I have about 200 hours played on this game, and I have maybe about 1,000 hours played on the island. So I'm not the most experienced with this map, but I am quite experienced. So I just thought I'd give you guys some tips, just for anyone that's new or anyone that is looking for some new spots that they don't already know. Because yeah, I know when I was first starting out, I knew nothing about this game, and I would have taken months to figure this out. Well, actually it took me about 1,300 hours, obviously. But yeah, hopefully this has been helpful. So yeah, that's about it. Have a good one.